Yeah. So I think setup's good. Lots of forward shaft lean. I think we can tinker around with your grip a little bit.
Yeah.
I think your right hand's still a bit strong. Your left hand's still a bit strong. You know, I definitely don't want to be seeing that left thumb there. You got to be covering that left thumb. So to do that, your right hand's got to wrap over the club more and cover it, right? That's the name of the game there.
Consistently do the same grip because I feel like I'm struggling every time I'm.
Now, as we get up to the top, we've still got that little bit of what we call reverse pivot, and all that means is by the time you get up to the top of the swing, your chest is more over your front foot than your pelvis. So you see the blue line coming down from your chest? Yeah. That ends up closer to your front foot, look more over your front foot than your pelvis. Now, is that your pelvis swaying or your chest swaying towards the target? I would argue your chest and your head are doing a pretty good job. They're the ones in green. It's your pelvis that has swayed away from the target a little bit. That way.
This is my question because, like, you know, you show me Michelle Lee and like you draw that ox and you want to get moving this way and have that pizza pie. But if I'm already solid beat forward,
yeah,
and I turn, you know, I'm shifting weight, I'm putting pressure here, and I'm gonna come back this way. But I feel like I'm so forward or like forward.
Yeah, you're not but you're not forward at all in your actual swing with your pelvis. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like your pelvis sways into that vertical red line. Watch that space next to your right leg. So you know, another way, because I think you set up really nicely. Another way of thinking about it would be just maintain that angle with your right leg. You move closer to the red line.
Yeah.
You see that? So your right hip here is moving closer over your right ankle. I want you moving that way towards the target.
Yeah.
So, you know, as far as an image you can put in your mind, just try and maintain that right leg, that right image, that right that angle, if you like. And then, you know, your pelvis has swayed 2.5 inches. Your chest is more forward than your pelvis. So you're never going to start the sequence coming down with the lower body. You've still got lots of pressure in that back foot because you swayed your pelvis over your back foot. So then as you, and I think you're getting better at the top with your wrist angles. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, that's actually not as bent as I thought it would be. But then it gets long there, that right arm, and gets long there. But you can see as you start down, if we look at wrist angle, yeah, there you go, from the top. I'm saying, you're not too bad at the top, just slightly out of range. But where you get even more out of range is when you start throwing your wrist angles away there, and you get further and further away from where you want to be. So a good way of thinking about that. Yeah, so let's look at it on 3D, and I'll put a reference there for you. So what's your if you get up to the top, and I want you to watch, you can watch your hand path, that sort of faint orange line, but watch the purple line with the club head.
Yeah.
You see I've got that loop at the top? There. Yeah. Well, no, he doesn't do that. He definitely doesn't do that. No. Do that because he's throwing the lag away. They don't throw the lag away. Yes. They store the lag and release the wrist just before impact. I'm just trying to give you an image. So as you start down, your club head goes outside the line it goes back on. Look, there. You see that?
Yeah.
Watch what the pro does. His hand path and his club head path coming down are both going to be narrower.
Yeah.
That's a good way of thinking about it as far as the image, right? It's like if you're going to stand in a dark room or close your eyes and you're just going to practice your feel.
Right.
Show me something that resembles that.
Yeah, got it.
Because then that takes all the wrists out of it at the top. Now, there's a caveat to that, obviously. If we've got to lead with the pelvis.
Yeah, don't drop.
Right?
Yeah.
So you can see his pelvis, the yellow line coming vertical from his pelvis. It's forward of his chest, the blue line. And if you look at the sways, yeah, there you go, pelvis second in from the left. He's already positive, look. He's already moving towards the target with his pelvis. And then as he comes down, if we stop him when the club's horizontal, let's say there, he's swayed his pelvis 4.3 inches. When you get to there, you're coming down from 2.5 inches. You've got to get to there to get back to 0. And then by the time the club's horizontal, you're only at 0.7 of an inch, more forward than where you started.
Yeah.
He's over 4 inches, right? So a lot of this is leading with the pelvis, but as you lead with the pelvis, allow the handle and the club head to get narrower coming down, not throw the club head on the outside of the circle. Great way of thinking about it, as far as an image.
Yeah.